So the subject of this video is, can tonic herbs help you to get off drugs? Now by drugs I mean marijuana, alcohol, cigarettes, caffeine, things that we're addicted to or leaning on to balance out emotional imbalances or physiological imbalances. For example, a lot of people lean on caffeine and nicotine first thing in the morning to, help them go to the bathroom, to help them wake up, to help them get going for their day because maybe they don't really want to do what they have to do, or maybe their adrenals are so wiped out, or maybe they just can't sleep, so they need something to get them going in the morning. So that's, obviously that's not a long-term sustainable solution. Short-term, every once in a while, as needed, it's not that big of a deal. Coffee, like most substances, has an appropriate usage and it has an abusive situation. So likewise, in this situation, a tonic herb could come in and rewire the adrenals, help to balance out the endocrine system, help balance out the sleep, improve the sleep, and start to work on the nervous system and allow the person to wake up with more energy. Now, for marijuana and things like that people are relying on for simulated spiritual progression or to stimulate creativity or to fend off depression or just to balance out emotional things, or even to just totally sedate themselves. I can vouch from my own experience and from the experience of people that I've worked with and from my friends that certain herbs like reishi and gynostemma and asparagus root and some of the herbs like that, but especially reishi, can really help people to get off, especially marijuana, especially all of those drugs in that class, because reishi, at least for me, was the main thing that really helped me let go of my more or less addiction to marijuana. Not really addicted in the physical sense, but just more in the emotional sense of maybe I should have this, maybe I want this, when in reality I didn't really need it. It's not to say there wasn't a point in time when that was a very medicinal and healing substance, but it's not a tonic and it's not used, it's not really, I don't think it's meant to be used for long-term daily usage. But anyways, it's a different conversation. So basically my story is, as soon as I got on reishi, I just had no affinity, no desire, no attraction to go to any of that stuff, because let's say if someone gives you a Ferrari and then you have the option of getting a Geo Metro or something, it's not even a question of should I have this Ferrari here, should I just keep it, or should I just go over here for this piece of junk car? It's kind of in that way reishi brings you up to a higher level of consciousness that you really don't even want to go down. You want to go back to the old place, because your perception opens up, your experience opens up, and you see life from an entirely different point of view. Now, obviously, that takes time, and it doesn't work in one dose, although sometimes it does. Some people just have an immediate shift in their consciousness, in their awareness from the first dose. Just depends on how sensitive you are and where you're at on your path. It might take longer, it might take shorter. I don't know, I can't really say, because I'm not you and because I don't know your physiology. So for someone who wanted to get off pharmaceutical meds or marijuana or alcohol or whatever thing that they're leaning on to fix an imbalance or fill in a hole, I think reishi would be the number one thing. Holy basil would be in there too, because those are two really spiritually protective, emotionally protective, and detoxifying and growing herbs, meaning they can help detoxify and help you clear off baggage. And they can also help you grow and develop your consciousness, your shen, or your spirit, or just your higher awareness, and really start to sort through all of the emotional junk that might just be hanging around in our aura or hanging around in our conscious or unconscious mind. So then the question is, can tonic herbs help people get off drugs? My answer, my experience has been yes. Tonic herbs have helped me let go of a lot of old addictions, emotional and otherwise, that I used to have. But it's also been my experience in working with people and coaching people and advising people what to do, etc. And also my friends, because we grew up together, we came up around the same time, had the same experiences. So of course, if something starts to work for me, I'm going to tell them because, we have a very similar experience, and then they're going to come back to me and say, hey, you know what, you were right, this is making me feel a lot better, things like that. So just to keep that brief, I'll wrap this up. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll talk to you soon.